Well, let's speak now to Mohammed Shafiq. He's from the Ramadhan Foundation, which promotes better understanding between communities, and he is in our Manchester studio now for us. Very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, John.
Can you make sense of this?
I can't. I think what it demonstrates to you quite clearly is that the threat from terrorism is real. And terrorism and terrorists do not respect or abide by national borders, people's sovereignty or people's religion. The threat is real. We've got to take these terrorists on. We've got to work with the intelligence agencies and the police to make sure that these individuals are captured. And there has been a tremendous amount of work that has gone on over the past 5 years between the Muslim community and the intelligence and police agencies, and I think we should celebrate that fact. The fact that we've seen many possible attacks stopped in its track because of that shared work between the agencies and the Muslim community.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke earlier to the head of the Luton Mosque, who said, well, look, you know, maybe I should have done more with this guy when we kicked him out. If you are in this have reached the stage where you're kicking someone out of your mosque because of their extremist views, should you, as a preemptive measure, almost alert the authorities and say, look, I think you ought to be aware we've just kicked somebody out because of his views?
I think it's a significant. It would have to be a significant intent on the individual to try to promote that extremism or try to encourage terrorism. It's a fine line between freedom of speech and that particular issue. I engage with some of these extremists on a daily basis. I've debated with many of them on a daily basis out in the community, and so it's a fine line between somebody having a debate with you or talking about issues and then actually going out encouraging people towards violence. But I think you know, we're on the right path. We are working very hard with the police and intelligence agencies. We should pay tribute for their work, and we should pay tribute for the community relations that we have in this country.
But just trying to address that specific question, if you have got your doubts about somebody, you are the imam of a local mosque, and you've got your doubts about someone and that they may hold extremist views, should you alert the police?
I think if there is suspicion that this particular individual may be involved in preparing terrorism or involved actively encouraging extremism, as we have seen in Stockholm, then yeah, absolutely. I think imams and mosque committees should be reaching out and talking to the police. And actually, as a matter of fact, if you talk to the intelligence agencies, as I have done, that is already happening. It hasn't happened in this particular case, but it's already happened in many parts of the country where the imams and the mosque committees and organisers have been talking to the police, and that's why some of the terrorist plots have been stopped in this country, because of that work.
Mohammed Shafiq, grateful to you. Thanks very much indeed for talking to us. Thank you.
Thanks, John.
Cheers.